It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special Tuesday night edition of What's the Buzz. Tonight, see, what we did this week was we switched everything up a little bit. Normally, we would do Monday night Behind the Veil. Okay. But we did What's the Buzz last night. Now, I was going to do Behind the Veil tonight. But I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do What's the Buzz? Because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of buzz to talk about tonight. You'll notice I am flying solo tonight. Tonight's episode of Mikey and the Mad Dog is just the Mad Dog because Mikey's still on set filming. He's making a movie. Mikey Messier. I don't know if he's acting in it, directing in it, producing. I don't know what he's doing with this movie, but he's doing a movie. So we'll see Mikey next week if he's not filming somewhere. Anyway, how you guys doing? You'll notice our normal co-host is gone. She's no longer here. She's with the other guy. So we're not going to replace her. We are just going to go by the seat of our pants and no script anymore. Unscripted, raw, unfiltered. We're going to do this by the seat of our pants like we do, like in wrestling, like we call it in a ring. That's how we're going to do this. I do have a subject matter tonight, though. I think an interesting one. The role of Hollywood celebrities, the new role, I should say, the new role of Hollywood celebrities. Why the fuck do we listen? See, here's the thing. You know, we have this a societal problem. The problem is we idolize celebrities. This country is just absolutely celebrity idol worship is beyond over the top. And I think that's an understatement. To be fair, though, some celebrities are aware of their power and their influence and have taken a step back so as to not unduly influence the masses. However, the almighty dollar speaks louder than the word sometimes. And a lot of people out there, particularly people like, I'm not going to mention any names, people like, of course I'm going to mention names. People like Brooke Shields and Selena Gomez and Tom Hanks and oh God, who else is a big spokesperson? Oh Lord, this one you see everywhere. She's kind of everywhere. Her name is Andie MacDowell. She is an actress model, but she's in every commercial, just about every commercial ever made. You'll find her somewhere. Andie MacDowell. I'm sure she's a nice lady. But if they got a checkbook, she's looking to pay, for a pay. And can you blame her? Absolutely not. I don't blame anybody for making some money. By the way, the coffee tonight is cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough from our sponsors at Two River Coffee. So thank you guys for that. Good stuff. And the makers of Skinny Syrup. There you go. Here's to you. Salute. That's good stuff, folks. That's good stuff. So the question we ask is, why the fuck do we listen? Hollywood celebrities, why do we listen? Do they know something we don't? Do they say things perhaps more convincingly than someone telling the actual truth? You gotta ask yourself that question. We had a woman on the show last night, Susie Singer Carter, a wonderful, wonderful lady. And the truth she speaks is guttural, and it is from the heart. But yet, she's having a hell of a time getting people to listen to her because her words are not flowery. They don't smell of sunshine and lollipops. Her words are visceral. And so do we listen to people who sound flowery and ignore the truth? Or do we just ignore the truth anyway because we don't want to deal with it or we don't want to hear it? And just how much money would it take for you? Put yourself in this place. What would it take for you to sell every ounce of common decency, conscience, humanity? What would it take? How much money? What price ticket would it take for you to sell the goods to the highest bidder? Question you got to ask yourself, because if you come up with a price, you're somebody I don't want to talk to. Okay? If you are someone who has a price, I don't want to talk to them. I'm not interested. Not interested whatsoever. What I am interested, however, is the truth at whatever viscerality there is. So, Hollywood celebrities, oftentimes they're spokespersons, product pitch people, and I get that. People, need to buy stuff, and people want to buy stuff, and people want to spend money because their favorite celebrity told them to do so, knowing full well they have no dog in the fight. They're just getting a paycheck, and that's pretty much all it is. But there are people out there, good people, who will buy into this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. And you know something? My heart goes out to them. I feel so bad. I do. I really, really feel sorry for people like that. I feel bad for people like that. I don't understand the gullible mentality, because I've never been, even as a child, and I'll just be honest with you, I was never gullible, and I am not gullible. Perhaps too good, too kind, too trusting. Obviously, too trusting because I got a co-host that's no longer here, and a guy I thought was my friend is no longer here. But that's another story for another show, and we will do that show too, by the way, because that one's coming. Oh, I got a major bitch session and me coming out. Trust me when I tell you. So anyway, I digress. We listen to celebrities, and we do so because they say things that we want to hear. They're selling products that we want to buy. Sometimes it's just the look on their face. Sometimes it's not even the voice. I know a person. I feel I feel bad for this person. I really do. This woman lives her life wanting somebody in Hollywood to notice her. She wants some A-lister to take notice of her. Paula, that ain't going to happen, kid. I'm sorry. It ain't going to happen. It's just not. First of all, geographically, you're way in the wrong location. In the middle of Ohio is not a place to get discovered. However, L.A., yeah. L.A. County, yeah. Hollywood, absolutely. So if you want to move out there, take everything you got and move from Dublin, Ohio, go westward, young girl. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get there probably 2 or 3 days. You'll realize what the town is all about, and you'll be on your way back to Ohio. So we've actually done that show before. It's heartbreaking. So why are we here? Are we here to appease the masses? Are they bearers of good news, bad news, no news? Or are they simply in it for $1? Well, let's separate the wheat from the chaff, as they say. Yeah, not all Hollywood spokespeople are selling something, and not all Hollywood spokespeople have an agenda. I feel bad for people like Jim Carrey, who has something to say, and they're shutting him down. They've canceled Jim Carrey so many times. But you know something? Jim Carrey doesn't know he's been canceled, and he doesn't care. I love the guy. I love guys that do that. I'm going to do it in spite of you, not because of you. Because, that's in all truth. That's how I am. Here I am. No co-host, nobody to bounce off of. But guess what? I'm still here. And I will be here, by God. I'm not going anywhere. Not till the good Lord's ready. And I don't think he's ready yet. So anyway, let's talk about this. One of the things we talk about is, I'm thinking, you know what? Let's do this. Let me just grab a little something here, folks, for you. Hold on, folks. I got to reach over my computer, and it's far, far away. Hold on there. Hold on, I'll get it. Aha. Folks, give me just a second. In the meantime, watch this. Someone you love is struggling with addiction or alcohol dependency. Help is available. Recovery is possible, and you do not have to face this alone.
If you're tired of fighting shadows in the middle of the night, if you're carrying a burden that's become too much to fight, if the bottle or the needle feels like all that's left to hold, there's a hand that's reaching out to you before the night grows cold. You don't have to walk alone. You don't have to hide the pain. There's a road beyond the darkness. There's a chance to live again. We're one call away, one step, one day from a brand new morning in a different way. No judgment here, no shame to bear. Just people who are ready because they care. When you're ready to stand, we'll meet you where you are. No matter how close, no matter how far, hope is alive and help can stay. We're here for you, just one call away. Addiction tells 1,000 lies and whispers you'll never change. But recovery begins the moment you decide to break the chain. Every story isn't over, every chapter can be new. And there's strength inside your struggle that can carry you through. You don't have to walk alone. You don't have to hide the pain. There's a road beyond the darkness. There's a chance to live again. We're one call away, one step, one day from a brand new morning in a different way. No judgment here, no shame to bear. Just people who are ready because they care. When you're ready to stand, we'll meet you where you are. No matter how close, no matter how far, hope is alive and help can stay. We're here for you.
That's wonderful. I'll tell you what, we're involved with a lot of great groups. That's one of them. That's the 988 National Helpline. And if you have a problem and if you need help, there is no shame. There is complete anonymity. Just dial 988 or text 988 help, and someone will answer. I promise you, someone will answer and get back to you immediately. That's our original song, by the way. We own that song. We hold the copyright on it. It's called One Step Away, One Call Away. I'm sorry, One Call Away, and and that's all new to me, folks. So, but we do own it anyway. So we're talking about celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, and their influence. Right here. Why do we listen? Why do we listen? Here's why we listen. Celebrities leverage massive social media reach and cultural cachet to amplify causes and endorse candidates and drive awareness. For example, you saw it in the last election cycle. All of a sudden now, politicians, I'm sorry, celebrities have become politicians. And politicians are utilizing the power of celebrity because they know that idiots like most of America are going to listen to them. And it's just the truth. I'm sorry, we are a stupid people. We really are fucking stupid in this country. Do you know that we have the lowest intellect rate among civilized countries? Do you know that we were number one for ages? For ages, and we're down at like number 96 right now. 94. I'm sorry, it's number 94 on the list of the top 100. We're not 94. That's fucking bad. Oh Jesus. Well, celebrity influence works best on engagement and turnout among fans, particularly younger or specific demographics. 18 to 25, that's the demographic they're looking for, 18 to 25. Rather than directly flipping broad opinions, what they'll do is, particularly younger celebrities, they'll try to relate to people. They'll try to relate to you, your kids. They'll try to relate to your family as if they have something in common with your family, which I assure you they do not. Okay? Unless your family is the Rockefeller family or the Trump family or the Musk family and you have a ton of fucking money, nobody really gives a shit about what you think or where you come from or how you pay your bills or how you feed your family. Nobody really gives a shit. Certainly celebrities don't. They care about one thing, putting money in their pocket. And they do so in a variety of ways. Many question their authority because in fame or acting or music, that really and rarely equates to expertise of any sort, of any kind in any area. Now, I want to give you an example. Perfect example. Actor Martin Sheen from my generation. You'll know his son's Charlie Sheen. You'll know his son Amelia Estevez. Okay, Amelia Estevez and Charlie Sheen are the children of Martin Sheen. All right, now Martin Sheen is a guy, great actor. Problem that I have with him is that he is incredibly politically active. And his viewpoints, and I'm not going to knock them, I'm just going to say that they are a little left of center. They're a little left of Attila the Hun, to be honest with you. But that's just my 2 cents for whatever that's worth. To select activism, and let's talk about that. To select activism, and if you're going to select a particular cause to fight for or to fight on behalf of, for crying out loud, have some knowledge, please. Have some knowledge of what you're talking about. The problem, I feel it. I'm getting worked up. I can feel myself getting worked up, folks. The problem is you have actors and actresses with zero expertise, zero knowledge of the subject matter, trying to sound important, trying to sound educated, trying to sound like they know what the fuck they're talking about. And they simply do not. But I digress. This is from somebody who does know what he's talking about. Why? Because I do my research. It's simple. You guys out there in LA, because I know we have a big audience in LA. If you want to know how to do it the right way, how to do it effectively, simple research. There's a little thing called the internet. Great little tools there called Yahoo and Google and Bing and DuckDuckGo and Alibaba and all kinds of search engines. And there's a lot of stuff out there. And all you got to do is type in a couple of phrases or sentences and you'll have an answer. Now, You don't even have to do that much. We got AI that'll basically do the work for you. So, you know, learn a little bit about what you're talking about. Understand something. I'm not here to put the kibosh on them. I'm not here to put to do the stinker on them. Yeah, I'm not going to do the stink face on them. What I'm trying to do is to educate you, my good public, my listening audience, who I know knows better. I pride myself on having an audience that's much smarter than the average. I will say that, much smarter than the average. And the reason I believe that our audience is smarter is we give them subject matter. We give all of you subject matter to think about, to chew on, to dissect, to digest, to look at and go, ooh, I never thought about that. Never thought about that one before. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to give you some good cause, reason to think, reason to act. Pardon the pun. Reason to act. Speaking of acting, did I mention Mike Messier is doing a movie tonight? Mikey and the Mad Dog is just the Mad Dog tonight. So I am here with you guys. Probably, it's funny that if there were more people here, I'd probably speak. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. Who's here? Hey, Melanie's here. How are you, Mel? That's where they have a personal assistant, the guy. Well, you know what? Here's the problem. If Mel, and I say this with all respect, I know a lot of people in the business, a lot of people, and when they've been on the show, I have a publicist. I will tell you that I have a publicist in L.A. In fact, he lives, and I will also tell you that some of the brightest and nicest people are celebrities. Most people who I deal with for this show in Hollywood are very on the ball, very smart. They understand their product. Whether their product is a policy, whether their product is a physical object, whatever their product may be, they understand their product. But there are a great number, a growing number of younger celebrities, particularly, Melanie, a lot of younger celebrities that are in this for the quick buck. They know it's going to be a short career, so they're going to make as much money as possible, as quickly as they can, and given the time that they have. Because the problem is, for us, the problem is, once they're flavor of the week, we have to carry that baggage now for days, weeks, months, sometimes years. Particularly if the product is a spoken word product in the form of, I'll give you a perfect example, Tony Robbins, The Secret, the self-help guru. I will tell you, in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, in my opinion, Tony Robbins got rich because he didn't want to work a regular job for a living. So his job now is to bullshit you out of your hard-earned money. That's what Tony Robbins does. He's a guy, he's your mirror. You don't need Tony Robbins. Because when you talk to Tony Robbins, if you get a chance to talk to Tony Robbins, he's going to tell you what you already know. The mirror. They call it the mirror effect. You're looking in your mirror. He's going to tell you what you already know. Worst case scenario, he's going to tell you what he thinks you want to hear, which is never what you want to hear. In full disclosure, I'm a psychic. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell people what they need to hear. And I tell them when they need to hear it. And if something doesn't come through for them, that's not me, that's spirit. There's never the answer no. It's always not yet. That's the problem that Hollywood is grappling with right now. That's the problem Hollywood's grappling with right now. The problem is not no, not yet. Am I going to stop doing this? No, not yet. Not till I've made enough money, not till I've made enough headway, not till I've ruffled enough feathers and caused enough damage. You know? I appreciate that, Melanie. Our content is good. In fact, one of the things I'm very proud of, and I'll show it to you. I'm going to pull this up here. Something I'm very, very proud of. And so, Melanie, give me just a half a second. I'm going to find this for you. Because we have, here it is. I found it. I already found it. Look at this. I'm very proud of that. Worldwide on our satellite, we have 17 million subscribers. That's right, 17 million. That's not a typo. And that's real. I'm very proud of that. Now, I don't show that to a lot of people because I don't need to. There's the people who know. It's like they say, if you know, you know. Okay? That's how we roll around here. If you know, you know. Good, thank you, Mel. But Hollywood, you know, you can remember something. And we talked about this before. How do you know when an actor is lying? Or I should say, how do you know when an actor is acting? When his lips are moving. Okay? That's like guys in the wrestling business, the old business I came from. Professional wrestling. How do you know if a wrestler is working you? If he's speaking. If a wrestler's talking to you, he's working you. If an actor is speaking, he's acting. And I used Alec Baldwin. And I love him. He's an amazing actor. But Alec Baldwin doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who Alec Baldwin. He only knows who the character is. But you have to be kind of schizophrenic to be an actor. I didn't say that. Kevin Spacey said that. Kevin Spacey. Oh, by the way, Kevin Spacey, 5-time Academy Award winner. Kevin Spacey said that. You've got to be a little schizophrenic to be an actor. Why? Because you have to absorb other personalities. And remember something. Like I said, and I'll say it again, and I will not apologize for saying it. How do you know if an actor is acting? Well, his lips are moving. Remember something. Polls often show most people claim limited sway from stars, yet visibility. Listen to what I'm saying. I want to say that again. Polls often show most people claim limited sway from stars. In other words, limited influence. Yet visibility in fragmented media gives them outsized narrative power. In other words, they can change the narrative. They can change the game. They can change the way things move because they have that kind of stroke. And if you don't believe that, take a look at the White House right now. There's a guy named Donald Trump occupying that White House. I think it's important to note because on the campaign trail, he pulled out every big gun from Hollywood, Los Angeles, Beverly Hills that he could get a hold of. And they all came out willingly for him. And a lot of them didn't take any money. Those are the people I respect because they had nothing to put in their pocket. Understand that, though. Listeners engage with the persona. Like I said before, it's a pretty face. It's a kind voice. It's a mannerism. It's all of the stuff that makes a great actor an actor. They engage with the persona and emotion as much as the substance. The problem is, and I think, Melanie, you'll agree with this. The problem is there's no substance when you speak about Hollywood influencers. There is no substance. They have no substance. They're fucking actors. They pretend to be other people because they don't know who they are. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry, folks, but it's just the way it is. You know, it's the new role of Hollywood celebrities. And our question is, why the fuck do we listen? Well, we don't hear America, especially middle America. Middle America and the deep South. Oh, you would think, you would think that, the Lord himself had landed in Knoxville, Tennessee, the way some people react to the way as when a celebrity walks down the street. In New York, nobody could give a shit because celebrities are every day in New York. You see them all the time. Tennessee, Kentucky, Paducah, Kentucky, Louisville, Knoxville, Tennessee, Nashville, maybe Nashville, because there's a lot of celebrities in Nashville. But the rest of the country, a celebrity shows up and they go freaking gaga. Why? Because you saw them on TV or a movie? I've been in movies and TV. Guess what? Who gives a shit? So what? I did my job. I got paid and I went home. There you go. Speaking of which, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to hit up a couple commercials here. Some of ours and some of other people's. And so why don't we just do this? Well, take a look at this, folks.
When the Hawks need a clean shave, they reach for the Chairman Pro by Manscaped, equipped with skin-safe technology and dual blade heads.
Wonder if my dad's ever had one of these.
Tony Hawk with the mustache. A very different commercial. We ride motorcycles now. Hawk Hogs. Shaken and stirred. Talon.
Injured? So are we. No.
The Chairman Pro by Manscaped.
88.7 Radio.
That was fun doing that. If you want one of those wonderful, amazing, beautiful coffee mugs, check it out on the screen. Go to WTBRradio.podbean.com. Go to the merch section. Check everything out there. I think you'll like it. I think you'll find some interesting stuff. And then check out our gallery. Check out our show. Do you know we have more than 1,100 shows just on Podbean? We have 2,000 videos on YouTube. We have, oh my God, Odyssey, 1,300 videos on Odyssey. We're like all over the place. But celebrities, the new influencers, and sometimes I understand that, everybody's got to make a living. I get it. I really do. I get it. We got to make a living. We got to pay the bills. They got bills. They're people too. I get it. What I don't get is why the hard sell. Most people are going to buy what you're selling anyway, just because you're a celebrity. Why the hard sell? I have a problem with that. My problem is deep rooted in that, because I feel like if you have to make the hard sell to get somebody to buy something they're probably going to buy anyway, the chances are you don't really believe in what you're pushing. And I found that to be true in a lot of cases. Give you a perfect example. Years ago, there was a woman on television. She was an inventor of sorts. Her name was Joy Mangano. She invented this mop, the twisty mop. I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about. because most of you still have one hanging up in your house somewhere. She really put the hard sell on that twisty mop because I don't think she actually believed that her product was any good until it actually did what one, probably 3 or 4 variations of it because it became a very good product. But the initial first or second generation of that twisty mop weren't really good at all. They barely cleaned your floor. They barely held any water. So, and you have to understand something. If you're buying a mop, you want it to hold water. You want to be able to clean your floor with it. It doesn't do any good to buy a mop that doesn't work. So, but that's just me. What do I? I hate being able to make sense like this. Sometimes I just want to be stupid, but those days are rare. I don't know. I have those days. Believe me. You don't believe that? There's plenty of people you could talk to. I have those days, but they are rare. Thankfully, thank God. Give me a second, folks. Okay, a little bit of water. What do we got going on here? Let me see what we got going on. Next week, we have a couple of really interesting shows. We're going to do Monday night Behind the Veil. When mystery becomes history. We think we know what happened to some of our most beloved music icons. People like Prince, Jeff Buckley, people like Kurt Cobain, Mama Cass, people like Whitney Houston. We think we know what happened. But do we really know what happened to these people? Do we really know how they passed? And a lot of those cases, the suicide, maybe not so much. Murder, maybe not so much. Nefarious causes of death, yeah, for sure, a bunch of them. We're going to look into that. Some of our most beloved icons, Tupac Shakur, Jeff Buckley, Mama Cass Elliot, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Another one. Janis Joplin's an interesting case. We're actually going to do an entire show on Kurt Cobain. I think there was a document. Yes. Yep. You're absolutely right, Melanie. She says, I think there was a documentary on Tubi TV about a woman who worked hard to sell it. Yep, absolutely. That's the film I'm talking about. Joy Mangano was her name. She was a product inventor. And here's the best part of it. Inventions come out of necessity to do things. We had a guy on the show, Melanie, named Bruce Clark. Now, you probably don't know who Bruce Clark is. You probably never heard of him. But I know for sure that you have used his product, Mel. I know you have used his product because Bruce Clark invented the movie theater cup holder. The stadium cup holder. He invented both of those and holds the patents on both of those. And he became incredibly wealthy because of both of those. Until he listened to someone and sold him a bill of goods on something, and he got sucked out of all of his money and all of his riches. And what a story that was. And we presented it here. Bruce Clark, he invented the movie theater and stadium cup holder. Why? Because he and his wife went out to dinner one night. After dinner, they went to a show, and the guy had the doggy bag from dinner, and he had a cup from the concession stand with, a drink and popcorn and nowhere to put it. So he had to sit in the movie theater holding these things on his lap all night. And he said to himself, we got to invent something to hold this stuff. This popcorn holder and cup holder would come in mighty fine right about now. And that's what he did. He invented the movie theater cup holder and popcorn holder and the stadium cup holder. And You name it, you could put it, and there's like 3 or 4 different sizes inside these things. They're crazy. But that's Bruce Clark. Yeah, that'll be Monday. We're going to do that show, and Tuesday. What do we got coming up? I got to check Tuesday for you. Let me check Tuesday, Bell. Let's see what we got coming up on Tuesday night for you. And I know we got a good one. Tuesday night is going to be. That's July, man. Oh, God, you believe that? How streaming killed television. That's going to be Tuesday, July 7th. Monday, July 6th, the mysterious death of our music icons. And the 7th, how streaming killed television. We're doing that dedicated Kurt Cobain show on July 13th. And on July 14th, we are doing Unfiltered Truth. That will be a very raw, unedited, unscripted, uncensored show where we will just cut loose, and we will be here. And I say we because there will be a we that night. Right now, you're just stuck with me, but I promise you we will have a we shortly, and can't be soon enough. It's funny, though, that when people are here, everybody says I talk too much. Now I have to talk too much because I'm the only one here. But Melanie, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. You know, Mel, let me ask you a question, Melanie. But I'm very serious too. What would you think of hopping on here with me? Have you as a co-host? What do you say? Think about it for a little bit. In the meantime, let's see what we got going on here. We want to do, and again, I'm very proud of this. I want you to see this stuff. And oh, by the way, if you like us, please like and subscribe at youtube.com/@ What's the Buzz Podcast. I'll get it out here, folks. Yeah, What's the Buzz Podcast. We are let me see. I'm gonna pull that up here again for you so we got it. There it is. I'll let you see it again. It's youtube.com @ What's the Buzz Podcast. And we'd like and subscribe. We need a couple more subscribers on YouTube. On our now, people say we got 17 million subscribers. Yes, not YouTube. This is our satellite. And we are global. We're around the world, and it's free. You don't have to pay to be a subscriber. You can subscribe for free. Go on to wtbrradio.podbean.com. Go to the subscribe button, click it. There you are. You're in. Everything comes here once you click that button. We know your email address. We know who you are. We know that you listen. Thank you for that. And you'll get a thank you note, and you'll get a welcome package, and you'll get all kinds of shit. In the meantime, what else we got? And I think that's going to be about it for tonight, folks. It's going to be a short show. But tomorrow, and I'm sorry, there is no tomorrow. Well, thank God there's a tomorrow. We pray. We believe. But definitely next week, until next time. And I'm going to pop at the Scipio always said. Tomorrow is promised to no one, so be kind to each other today. Folks, this is just, normally I would go around the horn and say, for so-and-so and for so-and-so. Well, there is no so-and-so tonight. It's just me. So, for myself, the Mad Dog, thank you for joining me this evening, this short episode. And we'll see you, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you Monday for what happened to our beloved music icons. Until then, God bless you, folks. Take care. Good night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.